Tulsa International Airport information, Juliet, 16530. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 12,000. Temperature dew point -3. Altimeter 299 Visual approach is in use. Runway 18 right. Runway 8. Notices to airmen. Runway 18 left. 36 right closed.
Alright, so Juliet, doing one last little solo flight here before check ride. It was a really nice day, so I felt like I'd come out and do a little bit of practice, do some maneuvers, high work and some low work. Gundy's traffic, Warrior 72 Zulu taking taxiing to active runway 17 for departure, Gundy's. Winds are nice today. It's forecasted to start gusting a little bit later, so see how that works out. Our little taxiway has gotten all beat up. Clear left. Clear right. I don't see anyone coming in. And Gundy's traffic, Warrior 72 Zulu back taxi 17 for departure, Gundy's. Been nasty recently. All the flying I've been doing has been in wind. Go ahead and grab our checklist here. So, alright, we've got our transponder to standby. We'll leave that on standby. Intercom check on. Nav lights as required. We're going to leave our landing light off. Mixture lean for taxi. Flaps are up. We're going to set 10 degrees on those before we take off. Flight instruments. Okay, so brakes, test and set. Seats and belts. Got a seat belt on. Fuel selectors on fullest. We're on right tank. Let's go ahead and swap that to left. Fuel pump off. Air change. Oil temperature's coming up. Fuel pressure. Oil pressure is in the green. Throttle to 1800. Check left mag, or right mag. At about a 25 drop. Back to both. Left mag. 25 drop, back to both. Repeat, let's pull that. Green, then off. Everything good there. We're going to do a landing configuration motor, so I'm going to drop it to idle with carb heat. And we do still have a motor. Alright, back off with that. Go ahead and check it up at 1,000, check our alternator. Discharging. Charging. All fuses show in. Leave that landing light off. Any collision light is still off. Alright, airspeed indicator good. Clock, who cares? Turn coordinator liquid, no flag. Attitude indicators coming alive still. Let's set our compass. About there. We're taking off 17, so there's 6, 7 right there. Altimeter sets current ATIS info. Like it's a little off there, so I think we're right about there. Alright. Vertical speed, good. Comms are set, 122.9 for Gundy's, 124.0 for Tulsa departure, and looks good. Alright, go ahead and set flaps 10 degrees, because it is a short field. Flight controls. Ailerons are good. Elevator's good. And rudders feel good. Alright, trim is set for takeoff. Cabin door is closed and latched. Radios are set. Transponder to altitude. And fuel pump is on. Landing and strobe lights on. Alright. Gundy's traffic, Warrior 72 Zulu taking active runway 17 for departure to the north, Gundy's. sidewalk we call a runway. Makes you a good pilot though. I'm missing my little guy walking down the runway. He's not here today. Alright. Windsock's looking good. It's just hanging there, so I'm not going to put any wind correction in. Green, green, green. Let's roll. Gundy's traffic 72 Zulu rolling 17 for departure. Gundy's. Hit the nose off the ground. Pitch for VX. Lots of right rudder. By that runway heading. Feeling good. Engine still alive. Right at VX. Let's try that electric trim. Oh yeah, it works. That's kind of cool. And Gundy's traffic 72 Zulu upwind departure 17. Departure to the north, Gundy's. Alright, gonna turn crosswind here.
Restore traffic.
Go to VX. A little bit above. And Gundy's traffic 72 Zulu turning left crosswind 17 for departure to the north. Gonna depart out of a left downwind for 17 to north practice area Gundy's.
Restore traffic, this is Cessna November 25284 on final for runway 36, restore traffic.
And Tulsa to approach Warrior November 3572 Zulu, Gundy's 2000.
Warrior 3572 Zulu, Tulsa approach, same request.
Yes, we'd like to be VFR to about 10 miles north-northeast of the airspace for some practice maneuvers. We have Juliet.
Warrior 3572 Zulu, squawk 0317.
0317 for 72 Zulu, thank you. Alright, we're sparking altitude, got through our little transitional boundary there. And engine's looking good, green, green, green. And we are hauling tail.
Warrior 3572 Zulu, ready to contact, to north Gundy, 2994.
2994 for 72 Zulu, thanks. Alright, we got a tower off to our left, but we're well above that. There's also another tower off to our right. We've got emergency fields all over the place down here. So that's a good thing. Go ahead and lean the
So, Bruce, Southwest 29, descending through 11-2 for 10,000 information, Juliet, morning.
29, Tulsa approach, good morning, spec visual approach runway 8.
Also got another tower there.
Spec visual runway 8, Southwest 29.
And I've got the Ulaga power station, which we use as our kind of a reference mark for our practice field. Now, I did something a little bit different today, guys. I'm only using one camera, the GoPro directly behind me, kind of so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to be doing practice maneuvers, slow flight, stalls, turn around a point, all that stuff. I don't think I'm going to put everything on the video just because you've already seen that before. But I just wanted to kind of do one camera because I wasn't really planning on flying today. But hey, the weather's nice, and all the practice on maneuvers I can get before check ride is a good thing. So, all right, we're still looking good. First maneuver we're going to do today is going to be steep turns. So basically at this point we're just keeping our scan alive, looking for traffic on level up.
Chance direct, Seabit, southwest 29.
29, CJ Seabit's going to maintain 3,500.
Direct Seabit, send it down 3,500, southwest 29, thanks.
Going to do some clearing turns here. Important when you're starting a maneuver to clear the area well.
Approach, Alpha 3, toll switch.
Morning, we're off Riverside, non-emergency. We're going up to OU school there, just across from the Promenade Mall at 41st and
Alpha 3, roger. I don't need to talk to me, that's approved. Wind at the airport of Calm, altimeter 2994, you can go ahead and switch to advisor frequency.
Thank you.
All right, go on ahead up to 2,500, I'm sorry, 4,500. I'm going to go ahead and request that from Tulsa, so. And Tulsa approach, Warrior 72 Zulu with request.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we'd like to amend our altitude up to 4,500 for these practice maneuvers, if that's all right.
Warrior 72 Zulu, 4,500 square.
4,500 for 72 Zulu, thanks. All right. Looking good, I don't see any traffic. We're clear of any obstructions this high. The Uruguay power station's over to our right. You should have seen that in one of the last videos I did, the check ride prep with Court. Alright, the steep turns, we're going to do 145-degree turn to the left, 145-degree turn to the right once I get up to my altitude and clear the area. And I'm going to do ground reference maneuvers. I'm not going to do those today. I'm just going to go back.
Airport inside southwest 29.
29, clear visual approach, runway 8, contact tower 121.2.
Clear visual, runway 8, 21-2, K south 29.
I don't want to get...
Station 140 Don Tiles, ready to contact, 5 miles south of Oklahoma, toll south tower 29938 is the Victor at Riverside, expect 21-1.
There we got Victor.
I don't want to get out too far away from my field, just for time purposes, so I'm going to go ahead and vector.
For some reason I lost your mode. See, I had it when you were moving along there, and then all of a sudden when you changed your transponder code, I lost it.
Okay, we restocked.
And I got it now, shows 8,800.
Still climbing. Still at VY. A little bit of haze today, it's interesting. Standard rate turn. About the most severe turn you'd want to take with passengers, as Court would say. Alright, we're coming up on our altitude now, so I'm going to start my transition. And we're going to transition into 4,500. The very slight ascent. And there's the power station, so we're just going to do a big loop. So this is just clearing the area. You see how my yoke is centered when I'm doing my turn. I'm not having to correct back the other way. That's the best thing you can learn with rudders. If you can keep that yoke centered once you start your turn, level wings on a west heading. Then I'm going to head back to north here in just a moment. Trim it back down a little bit.
Tulsa approach, Bonanza 660 Romeo.
There's a 660 Romeo, Tulsa approach.
60 Romeo is 11 south of the Omogi VOR, inbound Riverside with Victor. We're at 4,500.
140 Delta Alpha, contact approach 134.7.
Alright.
November 660 Romeo, contact approach 134.7.
There's our north heading. Let's go ahead and fix our compass.
Approach Princess 363.
Oh, we're right on it. Okay, good.
North of Claremore, inbound with Juliet. Like to request to practice ILS 18 right.
Alright, so there we go. So we're going to do our clearing turns, do our steep turns. So, clearing turn 1.
3636 Charlie.
So it's 3636 Charlie, squawk 0323.
Clearing turn 2.
0323 36 Charlie.
Keeping our scan going.
Approach AC 4651. 19.5 descending 10,000 with Juliet.
Ace 4651.
And clearing turn 3.
40 vectors visual approach runway 8.
Alright, we're within the white arc, so we're at our maneuvering speed, it's 110.
4651.
And what we're going to do is turn to the left and a turn to the right, so 45, here we go.
3636 Charlie, you said the ILS to 18 right, I'm showing it out of service at Tulsa.
Okay, we have the RNAV 18 right for 36 Charlie.
3636 Charlie, ready to contact. 5 North Claremore, Tulsa, altimeter 2993, winds are calm, 8 is Juliet's current.
Feeling good. Coming up on our south. Get that nose back down. Just using the nose as a reference point. There's east. There's our north.
AC 4651, so maintain 5,000.
So maintain 5,000 AC 4651.
Maintaining our altitude and maintaining our bank. Or plus or minus 50 is what I want. There's a south. There's west.
Number 36 Charlie, maintain VFR at 3,000, flighting 260, vector RNAV.
Well, we just hit our wake.
Approach.
Okay, 3000 and 260.
And pop into it. Nice. Plus or minus 100, that was good. That was great. That was great. We were plus or minus 50 feet that whole time, except for there was one spot I got to 60 feet. That was great. And there's my turbulence, I just went through it. Alright, let's go ahead and nose down, trim it a little bit. We're climbing out of that. So we're now going to do slow flight. So, basically for this maneuver, we want to get below 60 knots. We're going to be trading pitch for power.
Tulsa approach, Skyway 347 X-ray at 13.5 for 10,000 Juliet.
Now I want to get back down to my 4500.
347 X-ray, Tulsa approach, flight present heading vector runway 8, descend to maintain 6,000.
Descend to maintain.
Trim it, and we're going to trade pitch for power and enter slow flight. So, I want to maintain my altitude. That was too much. I want to make sure that vertical speed doesn't go away. There we go. Let's start our entry here. Below 60 knots, we're going to add flaps. There's 4,600. Now this is where rudders come into play. Lots and lots of rudders.
AC 4651, turn right heading 360, descend and maintain 3,500.
Right turn 360 down to 3,500 AC 46.
There's 45 degrees of flaps. There's my stall horn. Still on a south heading. Okay, so we're trimmed, we're at 40, 50 knots.
AC 4651, airport 2 o'clock and 900 miles.
Airport side AC 4651.
AC 4651, cleared visual approach runway 8. There is a low-level helicopter maneuvering at 1,400, 4 miles southwest of the...
Alright, we're going to do a slow turn to the right.
Visual runway 8, and we're looking for the traffic AC 4651.
Lots of red rudder.
347 X-ray, turn right heading 250.
Very slow.
AC 4651, contact tower 121.2.
Go to tower AC 4651.
Very slow. We're at basically 45 knots here.
Don't approach.
This is all rudders.
21 Echo is with you 5,000.
Number 36 Charlie is 6 miles from final approach fix, turn left heading 210, maintain 2,500 until established on the final approach course, cleared RNAV runway 18 right approach.
All rudders.
210, still established on RNAV 18 right, down to 25.
Cessna 5221 Echo, Tulsa approach, expect vectors, visual
Coming up
approach,
on the west
runway
heading.
1 left.
5221 Echo is requesting ILS runway 1 left.
Number 21 Echo, roger, will that be a full stop?
And there's my west.
Cessna 21 Echo, roger, expect the ILS runway 1 left approach.
Now we're going to go ahead and turn it to the right. Basically, just release a little bit of that right rudder pressure and let the turning tendency of the airplane turn it. This is where you got to be aware of spins. Maintaining our altitude, 4,500.
X-ray, descend and maintain 3,500.
We're a little slight descent, so it can add a little bit of power.
November 72 Zulu, make a turn to the north to maneuver for traffic to your south.
Turn to the north for maneuvering for incoming traffic, 72 Zulu, thanks.
Number 36 Charlie, contact tower 121.2.
We'll just do it out of our, we'll do it out of basically a 180, so.
680 Alpha, Tulsa approach.
Number 3680 Alpha, Tulsa approach.
Okay, so there's our left turn. I'm just basically going to take it all the way the rest of the round in slow flight.
Number 80 Alpha, roger, flatting 090 for me.
090, 680 Alpha.
and we'll stall it out once we get to north. We're reading 37 miles an hour on the ground. Alright. Here we go. So we're on our north heading. We're going to stay on that. Alright. And here we go. So there it was. Carpeed on, Mr. Rich. It's like stalled out super fast. Go to 25. Climb, establish VX. It like stalled as soon as, we were right on the edge. It just was like, boop. Stall was right there. Flaps 10.
Cherokee 8 Sierra Alpha, climb on course.
8 Sierra Alpha, climb on course. I was going to say 3,500.
That's fine. Skywest 347 X-ray, airport, 8 o'clock.
And flaps go away, we're back at our original altitude.
Side Skywest 347 X-ray.
Alright, just flip good.
X-ray cleared, visual approach.
Now
runway
the,
8, contact tower 121.2.
121.2, we're clear visual runway 8, Skywest 347 X-ray.
I think I'm good with power on stalls. Power on stalls are pretty much the same. It's really not that hard. It's just the entry to power on is slow flight to 60, power out, pitch for 55, add power to 2200, and then just pull the nose up, 1 degree per second. And it's mixture rich, carpeet on, full power, nose down, the start level on the airplane. Carpeet's off again. Check our fuel now, everything's looking good. We're still on that north heading. Go ahead and capture our altitude here. So we're going to go ahead and head back to Gundy's for performance landings. And Tulsa approach Warrior 72 Zulu with request.
72 Zulu, say request.
We'd like to terminate, go ahead and head back to Gundy's for some spot landing practice, 72 Zulu.
72 Zulu, roger. Radar service terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Service terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Thanks so much, have a great day.
You too.
Alright, let's head home. We're just going to burn up the pattern. That was good, I just wanted to get some stall practice in, and I got one good one in. It was like right on the edge. Go to Rec 2 Gundy's. Enter.
Southwest 794, turn right heading 250, descend maintain 3,500.
250 on the heading, down at 2,500. Was that 3,500?
3,500 for Southwest 794.
Sure, 3,500, then Southwest 794 and heading 250.
That was cool. It was fun. Beautiful day today. Man, it's beautiful. Hope you guys are seeing this. Well, I can see what you see. Let's see. Just north of Gundy's there. There's the port. So we'll just do a 3-5 landing. And Gundy's traffic, Warrior 72 Zulu, turning left downwind for 3-5 this time, full stop. Gundy's. Yep. Looking good. 1500. 10 degrees. And Gundy's traffic, Warrior 72 Zulu, turning left base, one-way 35 for full stop, Gundy's. And Gundy's traffic, Warrior 72 Zulu, about to turn final, 35, full stop, Gundy's. A bit of sinking there over the water. Keep an eye on our airspeed. Wasn't perfect, but not too bad. Could have been worse. Little tiny bounce. Blood pressure's good, green, green, green. 10 degrees of flaps. Let's roll. Gundy's traffic, 72 Zulu rolling, 35 for closed traffic, Gundy's. OT. Pitch for 65. Best climb rate. Woo, there's that wind. Gundy's traffic, 72 Zulu, upwind departure 35 for closed traffic, Gundy's. Keep flaps in until we get up to traffic pattern altitude. Gundy's traffic, 72 Zulu, turning left, crosswind, 35 for full stop, closed traffic, Gundy's. Coming up on traffic pattern. Yep, winds are picking up. Good East traffic, 72 Zulu, turning left downwind for 35, full stop. Good East. Flaps go away. Yeah, winds are picking way up. Way up. That's cool. Alright, there's 85. More A-beam, the numbers are touchdown point. And here's your flaps. Goes down. Gundy's traffic, 72 Zulu, turning left base, runway 35 for full stop, Gundy's. Watch that airspeed. Okay, looking good. 75. I want 65 on final, so. Gundy's traffic, 72 Zulu, turning final, 35, full stop, Gundy's. Gas, undercarriage, mixture, switches, seat belts. A lot more established on this one, don't have as much energy to deal with. Our rudder's alive. Sweet. That was cool.